This is the AP Statistics 2025 free response questions, number 3. Here I'm going to give you my sample answer and how I would answer these questions. Okay, number 3 says, Miss Fay is a manager at a restaurant. To improve the dining experience for her customers, she uses a digital music service to create a playlist of songs that will be played in the restaurant. The playlist contains 1,000 songs and consists of 4 different types of music in the following quantities: 200 country songs, 400 pop songs, and 100 rock songs, and 300 jazz songs. The digital music service will select songs at random from the playlist to be played in the restaurant. Any songs can be replayed at any time. Part A says, suppose one song is selected at random to be played. What is the probability that the song is a rock song? Okay. Well, in order to solve this, we would have to look at how many rock songs there are, and there's 100, and then how many total songs, there's 1,000 total songs. So we would calculate this probability by doing 100 divided by 1,000, and that gives us 0.10, okay? Which means that 0.10 is the probability that a rock song is played. Part 2 says, suppose 2 songs are selected at random to be played. What is the probability that both songs are rock songs? Show your work. Well, if we want to see if 2 songs are selected at random, then we take the probability of randomly selecting a rock song, which is 0.10, times that same probability because we want it to happen twice, and that gives us 0.01. Part B says, in every 1 hour period, 20 songs will be played at random, and any song can be played at any time. Replayed at any time. Miss Fay is interested in how many rock songs will be played in a typical 1 hour period. Okay. Part 1 says to find the random variable of interest to Miss Fay and state how the random variable is distributed. So first I'm going to define X as the number of rock songs played in 1 hour. Okay. And then to just state how the random variable is distributed, well, X follows a binomial distribution where n is equal to 20 and the probability is equal to 0.10. Okay. Part 2 says, what is the expected value for the random variable in part B, part I? Show your work. Well, we know that and I'm going to be doing it down here. So this is B, part 2. We know that the expected value is equal to n times p. So that is 20 times 0.10, which gives us 2, which means 2 rock songs is what we would expect to play in a 1 hour period. Okay. Part C says, recall that in every 1 hour period, 20 songs will be played at random and any song can be replayed at any time. Determine the probability that 4 or more rock songs in a particular 1 hour period will be played. Show your work. So this is C, part 1. Okay, probability that 4 or more. So we need to find the probability that X is greater than or equal to 4, which is the same as doing 1 minus the probability that X is less than or equal to 3. Because remember, we can't calculate on our calculator to find values that are greater than. So in order to use our calculator, we have to find values that are less than. So we could just do 1 minus our calculation to find our answer. So what we would use on our calculator is a binomial CDF, since we just established that X follows a binomial distribution. So we would do 1 minus binomial CDF, where n is equal to 20, p is equal to 0.10, and x is equal to 3. This gives us 1 minus 0.867047, which is equal to 0.132953. So the probability that 4 or more rock songs in a particular 1 hour period being played is approximately 13%. And then C part 2 says, suppose 4 rock songs are played during a particular 1 hour period. Does this provide strong evidence that the song selection process was not truly random? Justify your answer without performing an inference procedure. So if 4 rock songs are played during the 1 hour period, this does not provide strong evidence that the selection process is not truly random, since the probability is around 0.133, which is greater than alpha equal to 0.05.